Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on May 3, 2023. The Murdochs chatted to Zelensky before firing Tucker Carlson. The Independent, is Murdoch's secret call with Zelensky the reason for Tucker Carlson's firing? Hindustan Times, Murdoch spoke to Zelensky weeks before Tucker Carlson was fired, report. RBA surprise interest rate hike catches out seasoned pundits and borrowers alike. The Guardian, why the Reserve Bank can't stop raising rates, ABC News Daily Podcast. ABC News, Australia, Aussie Home Loans founder John Simmons surprised at Reserve Bank of Australia's May rate rise. Daily Mail, sorry, what? The latest interest rates rise suggests the RBA board is completely lost to logic. The Guardian, Reserve Bank was bound to raise interest rates this month. French minister's steamy novel turns up heat on Macron. Russia-Ukraine war at a glance, what we know on day 434 of the invasion. The Guardian, Ukraine's offensive, why it may be decisive. Centre for European Policy Analysis, Ukraine equipping up to 40,000 Storm troops ahead of counter-attack. The Independent, Ukraine forms 8 new Storm brigades for counterattack. The Guardian, Ukraine counter-offensive, they think they have one chance at this. Russian regions scrap Victory Day parades amid fear of Ukraine strikes. The Guardian, Ukraine war, Russia scales back Victory Day celebrations. BBC, Russia throws more soldiers into Bakhmut meat grinder ahead of Putin's Victory Day parade. Politico Europe, Putin claims he's cancelling public celebrations over safety fears. The truth is more humiliating. The Guardian, do they fear large crowds? In the shadow of war against Ukraine, Kremlin scales back Victory Day commemorations. Title 42 to 1,500 US troops to be deployed to southern border. Kenyan cult leader accused of inciting children to starve to death. The Guardian, Kenyan cult leader Mackenzie to face terrorism charges over deaths. Al Jazeera English, Kenyan pastors appear in court over deaths of parishioners. The Independent, Kenyan starvation cult leader faces terrorism charges in court. The Telegraph, Kenyan pastor to face terrorism charges over cult massacre. Missing Australian fisherman's body found in crocodile. BBC, officials hunting for clues of missing fishermen find items of relevance inside crocodile. The Telegraph, remains of missing Australian man found in 2 crocodiles. NDTV, police say far north Queensland man Kevin Darmades remains found in crocodiles. Indonesian woman falls to her death down airport lift shaft. Oklahoma sex offender texted victim, "This is all on you," hours before 7 bodies found at his property. The Independent, 7 bodies found in U.S. search for missing teens, say Oklahoma police. BBC, father of Oklahoma teen found dead with 6 others didn't know about sex offender's conviction. Daily Mail, monster, families left reeling after 5 children identified among 7 bodies found on Oklahoma property. KFOR Oklahoma City, mother of teen among 7 found dead in Oklahoma opens up. Sudan crisis sparks fresh wave of Darfur refugees into Chad. BBC, Sudan crisis, civilians facing catastrophe as 100,000 flee fighting, UN. BBC, braving high costs and temperatures to escape Sudan. Reuters, fighting rages on in Sudan as civilians face increasing shortages. France 24 English, UN fears mass exodus of refugees from Sudan amid deadly conflict, BBC News. Khartoum hospitals being hit as Sudan fighting intensifies. The Guardian, Sudan's warring generals agree new ceasefire, but civil war fears grow. Channel 4 News, Sudan crisis, Sudan rivals don't agree in principle to ceasefire for 1 week. BBC, Sudan brokers a new 7-day ceasefire pact, France 24 English. France 24 English, medics in Sudan warn of crisis as health system near collapse. Texas shooting, man suspected of killing 5 neighbors arrested after being found hiding under laundry pile. Sky News, Texas shooting suspect detained after tip-off. BBC, manhunt for gunman who shot dead 5 neighbors in Texas enters its 4th day. Sky News, why Greg Abbott's response to the latest Texas mass shooting shouldn't come as a surprise. Israel strikes Gaza as unrest continues after death of hunger striker. The Guardian, arrests, hunger strikes, protests, the life of Khader Adnan. Al Jazeera English, Khader Adnan, rockets fired after Palestinian hunger striker dies in Israeli jail. BBC, Palestinians protest after Khader Adnan dies in Israel jail after 87-day hunger strike. Guardian News, Israeli army carries out airstrikes on Gaza after rocket fire. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.